The old apartment smelled like dust and forgotten air. Caleb found it listed under urgent sublet, low price, no questions. He didn't ask any. The rent was dirt cheap and the place was close to campus. Perfect. The living room had one strange feature, an entire wall covered by a faded mural. It stretched floor to ceiling, depicting a dense black forest beneath a dark red sky. Hidden in the shadows were figures, dozens of them. Gaunt, twisted bodies with hollow eyes, all painted in eerie detail. Some were in the trees, others crouched behind rocks. But most just stood facing the viewer. "They're watching the watcher," Caleb murmured, shivering a little. On that night, Caleb dreamt of the mural. He stood before it in the dark. The figures were gone. He turned, and they were behind him. Closer, smiling with stitched mouths. He woke up soaked in sweat. The mural still stared back at him. Each day, something changed, subtle at first. One of the figures raised its arm. Another shifted behind a tree. Within a week, several were closer to the foreground, still painted but wrong somehow. Like they'd always been just a little more forward than before. He took photos, compared them. Nothing changed in the images, but in person, they moved. And on the 9th night, he tried sleeping with the lights on. At 3:12 a.m., the bulbs burst. Total blackness swallowed the room. Caleb sat up, heart hammering. From the mural came a soft scratching. He turned on his phone flashlight and aimed it at the wall. One of the figures had its hand pressed against the paint. The fingers were longer now, more real. He backed away, nearly tripping over a chair. Then came the whisper. "Closer, Caleb." His name. From the wall. He ran. Not out the door, he tried, but the lock jammed. The windows sealed. All exits led back to the mural. The wall seemed to pulse like breath beneath plaster. Then he saw it. In the forest, near the back of the painted trees, was a new figure. It wore his clothes, it had his eyes, and it was getting clearer. The next tenant moved in 2 weeks later. The listing still read, urgent sublet, low price, no questions. And the mural. Now there were more figures than before. One, just left of center, had red hair and a terrified expression. He looked just like Caleb, and his eyes still moved.